So, have you ever wondered what it really takes to go from being a data science student to a high impact production ready LLM engineer? How do you actually build the kind of AI systems that companies are so desperate to hire for? Well, you are in exactly the right place. We are about to lay out the entire map for that journey. Welcome. Today, we're breaking down a complete 12-month roadmap designed to do just that. And look, this isn't some dry academic lecture. This is a practical, hands-on guide to becoming an applied AI engineer, someone who's ready for the most exciting roles in the entire industry. Our journey is broken down into 6 key stages. We're going to start by understanding our quest, then we'll lay a solid foundation. From there, we'll dive deep into the world of neural networks, then master the powerful LLMs of today, learn how to get our creations out into the world, and finally, claim the prize, an amazing career in AI. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the quest. You can think of this as your call to adventure. The goal is crystal clear, a high-impact, high-paying career building the literal future of AI. And this roadmap, this is your guide to get there. Okay, so here it is, the whole year laid out for you at a glance. It's an intense 10 to 12 months, no doubt. We start with the absolute basics, and then we build up, step by step, to some pretty advanced concepts like retrieval augmented generation and AI agents. And don't worry, we'll totally unpack what those mean in a bit. And we end with full-scale production deployment. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and every single phase builds on the one before. Now, here's the philosophy that ties this whole thing together. And honestly, it's a big deal. It's this constant active cycle. You learn something new, you immediately build a project with it. You deploy that project to the real world, and then you find ways to make it better. This hands-on loop is what separates a student from a real professional engineer. Okay, Section 2. So, every great quest starts with, well, getting your gear, right? This part is all about gathering your tools and laying a rock-solid foundation with the absolute essentials. So what does that mean? First up, you've got to master Python, which is the language of AI. Then you get really comfortable manipulating data with NumPy and Pandas, because let's face it, all AI runs on data. You'll learn to manage your code like a pro with Git. And of course, you'll need to brush up on those core machine learning fundamentals. And please, whatever you do, don't skip these. They are the bedrock of everything to come. So what's the big takeaway here? By the end of this phase, you've built the launchpad for your entire career. You'll have that strong classical machine learning background that you absolutely need to truly understand what comes next. All right, now we get to the really juicy stuff. Section 3 is where we dive headfirst into the world of modern AI. We're moving past the classical models and into the neural networks that power today's most incredible systems. You'll get your head around how neural networks actually learn through something called backpropagation. It's basically how they learn from their mistakes. You'll see how we prep text for these models and turn words into numbers using embeddings. And then you get to the 2 big ones: the attention mechanism, this brilliant idea that lets a model focus on what's actually important, and of course, the transformer architecture, the foundation of models like GPT. You'll be using tools like PyTorch and Hugging Face to make it all happen. And you're not just going to be reading about this stuff. You're going to be building. You'll fine-tune a powerful model like BERT on your own custom data, and you'll even build a simple chatbot. This is where the theory becomes a real, tangible skill. And the result? This is huge. LLMs are no longer some kind of magic black box to you. You'll actually understand how these incredible models work from the inside out. That knowledge is a superpower. Okay, with that deep learning knowledge under your belt, it's time to level up. Welcome to Section 4, Taming the Titans. This is where you learn to really wield the power of large language models and build the kind of intelligent applications that are defining AI right now. Before we go any further, let's talk about a concept you're going to hear a lot about: RAG. Think of it like this: it's the magic that lets you connect an LLM to your own private data, like your company's documents or your personal notes. It finds the relevant facts and gives them to the model as context. It basically gives the LLM an open book test, making its answers way smarter and more accurate. So this phase is all about building out your practical toolkit. You'll master prompt engineering to get the best results out of any model. You'll work with all the major LLM APIs and use vector databases to power those RAG systems we just talked about. And then you'll level up again to designing AI agents that can actually use tools and get things done on their own. Frameworks like LangChain and Llama Index, yeah, they're about to become your new best friends. And the outcome here is a total game changer. You'll have the skills to design the exact kind of scalable, intelligent, and data-aware LLM systems that are in massive demand across the entire industry. This is what it means to be a real LLM engineer. So, look, it's cool to build an amazing AI project on your own machine. But you know what's even cooler? Shipping it so the whole world can use it. Section 5 is all about that final critical step, going from your local code to the cloud. And that means learning a few key steps. First, you'll build a solid backend for your app with something fast like FastAPI. Then, you'll create a secure API so other services can use it. You'll package the whole thing up with Docker so it can run anywhere. And finally, you'll launch it into the cloud on a platform like AWS or GCP for everyone to access. And all of that hard work leads to this, your capstone project. We're talking about a real, production-ready AI software as a service application. This isn't just a simple script. It's a fully deployed system, maybe even with user authentication. It's a true portfolio piece that proves you can deliver from end to end. Which brings us to the final and maybe the most important section, actually launching your career. After a year of intense learning and building, it's finally time to reap the rewards of this incredible journey. So what does that look like? Well, you'll be a prime candidate for some of the hottest jobs in tech right now. We're talking about titles like LLM Engineer, AI Engineer, or Generative AI Developer. These roles will be well within your grasp. But hey, let's be real. It's about way more than just a fancy title, right? By following this path, you'll be able to build real-world, production-level applications. That opens up doors to working on cool global projects, earning in international markets, and, most importantly, staying way ahead of the curve in this incredibly fast-moving field. So, there you have it. The path is laid out. You have the map, the phases, and the projects you need to completely transform your career in just 1 year. The only real question left is, when